Well, we are up with a Fox News alert right now. There was another Norfolk Southern train derailment in Ohio just last night.
20 cars from the massive cargo train going off track, causing panic in the area, understandably, after the disaster in East Palestine.
Marianne Rafferty is following with the breaking developments this morning.
Good morning. Another Norfolk Southern train derailing last night in Springfield, Ohio, 1 month after the toxic train derailment in East Palestine. Last night's incident in Springfield, about 230 miles west of the first incident, prompting officials to declare a temporary shelter in place for everyone within 1,000 feet of the train. That order is now lifted as both Norfolk Southern and the Springfield Fire Department say nobody was injured and no hazardous materials were on board at the time of the incident.
There's no indication of any injuries or risk to the public health at this time. The crew from owner-operator of the railway Norfolk Southern, Clark County Hazmat Team, and the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency each independently examined the crash site and verified there was no evidence of spillage at the site.
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine says President Biden and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg called him to offer help from the federal government. Last night's derailment also causing at least 1,500 people in the area to temporarily lose power. No word yet on what caused the incident. Will, Rachel, Pete?
Thank you, Marianne. So 19 train derailments over the past month. That's what's been experienced nationwide. You can take a quick look at what's happened since December of 2022 across the country. Now, the hard thing is putting it into context. We've been wondering how many train derailments, does the United States experience on an annual or average basis?
This is a staggering number, which I have to believe because our producers do great research. And this is the stat from the Bureau of Transportation Statistics. From 1990 to 2021, so roughly 30 years, 54,000 train derailments, 54,539 is the stat. If you break that down, that breaks down to about 150 train derailments in America a month.
But that doesn't mean that it's like 159 East Palestine type derailments. It could be something smaller.
Barely off the tracks, maintenance issue, I don't know.
But
tiny stuff. Presumably, but that
it does bring up a great question, though, about think about how much money we've spent in infrastructure, over the past 30 years. In particular, one that was, the infrastructure bill that was signed just this past summer. I mean, we are America. We're supposed to be the #1 country in the world. We can figure this stuff out technologically if only our infrastructure money wasn't going to racist roads and dumb climate projects. Maybe we could fix this problem.
Like to think so. Like to think we could get the trains, figuratively and metaphorically, on the tracks in this country.
But running
on time, staying on the tracks.
That's right.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.